Lots of SolidWorks users take advantage of linear and circular patterns when creating things like mounting holes around parts. When it comes time to create the assembly, wouldn't it be nice to have SolidWorks add fasteners to the mounting holes automatically? This is possible with something called feature-driven patterns. Essentially, SolidWorks reuses the pattern feature in the component to place items within the assembly. Here's how. In this assembly, I can add a screw to one of the holes using mates, then use a feature-driven pattern to put screws in the remaining holes. I'll use a smart mate to quickly position the screw by holding the Alt key while dragging the circular edge over to a corresponding hole. This automatically adds both the concentric and coincident mates that I need to position the screw. Next, I'll launch the feature-driven component pattern. In this case, the component to pattern is the screw. You can select multiple components to pattern, as well as assemblies or even other patterns. The next step is to select the driving feature. To make sure you're making the correct selection here, I recommend selecting the original pattern from the Feature Manager tree, and you can see a preview of the cap screw component in each of the holes. Since I don't want to skip any instances, I'll simply click OK and the pattern is complete. Let's take this example one step further. If I zoom out, you can see I still need several more of the legs and hardware to finish the table. Since the cutouts for the legs were created using a curve-driven pattern, I can again use a feature-driven pattern to add the remaining legs and hardware all in one step. In this case, the components to pattern are the leg, flange, and the cap screw, as well as the feature-driven pattern we just created that includes all of the patterned hardware. And the driving feature is the curve-driven pattern from the tabletop. When I click OK, all of the legs and hardware are added. Having a feature-driven pattern is powerful. If the number of instances in the original pattern ever changes, SolidWorks will add the correct number of legs and hardware automatically based on the pattern. Thank you. This has been a SolidWorks time saver.